Catalyst has helped me to be able to kind of take a step back and look at everything in the space and see how I or we or anyone in this space can get the most out of the space that we're in. And I've used the examples of meetings or work on different projects, but I think so much of it that I've learned in Catalyst, I can apply to literally every single day life. Conversations with friends, family, just how I approach them, my attitude whilst in conversations with people. Just again, being aware and mindful of how other people are and how they are in conversations or in different spaces, or how to make them feel more welcome.
I think, you know, the aspect of leading with vulnerability is really, really important, because I think, owing to my own naivety, I think previously I kind of thought, you know, when you think of a leader, you think authority or a certain type of arrogance, like a little layer of arrogance and pride and ego. But really, a leader, first and foremost, is human. And only when we have that strength to show our vulnerability, then we can truly lead. And I think what Catalyst did for me, and for my peers as well, it allowed us to show vulnerability and integrity, and gave us the space for us all to develop in our own ways. And we were able to show our vulnerability with courage and comfort. And that was really difficult. I have to say that was difficult, because, you know, you have to kind of break those personal barriers in order to kind of share those experiences, share that journey with others. But because it was such a safe place, I was able to do that.
In terms of what did I learn, the course was really exposing. Actually, there were times when it forced you to really examine who you were and what you stood for, and all the kind of things that made you you. And at times that was really hard. It was a really exposing situation that made me feel really vulnerable at times. But on the flip side, that was actually really good, because it did force you to look at yourself, and it did force you to ask yourself some really difficult questions. But then, because we were in a kind of a peer group with other people doing the same, it was great to have some support and validation from other people.
I learned quite a lot on this course. In fact, I think I've changed in my approach of so many things. And I don't know if that's down to the course or COVID or both, the way that everybody's had to adapt this year. I've learned that I can embrace my own unique style and energy, that I can be myself, and that I shouldn't be intimidated by preconceptions. I've also learnt that I can approach different challenges from different directions. I'm quite someone who's would always approach in the same way in my own, perhaps bull in a china shop style. And the micro skills book and just talking around different ways of tackling obstacles was just enlightening, to be honest.
Catalyst has actually given me the opportunity to look at myself and my work practices and the way I approach things, and the spaces that I hold during those sort of projects and things in a very different way. It's actually brought some spark back to my work, and also given me a lot to think about.